Welcome to the video of Michael and Helen's campervan holiday in Canada in May 2009. What you can see is the steering wheel in the cab part of the campervan. The cab has 2 seats and it has 4 drinks holders, and the engine is an automatic and it takes unleaded fuel. There's enough room for 2 passengers to sit in the front part of the cab, and there is a small entranceway between the 2 seats where you can get into the back part of the campervan from the cab. Now you can see above the cab are 2 single beds that can be made up, and possibly 3 people could sleep above the cab if they wanted to. There's also a privacy curtain which can be drawn across above the cab so that the people sleeping up there can't be seen. This is the inside of the campervan, standing in the cab cockpit area, and you can see a living area which we'll look at in a little bit more detail in a minute, featuring a dining room, an easy chair and a fully fitted kitchen. Then moving through right at the back into the double bedroom suite, and to the right just before the bedroom the nice bathroom. So you can see the dining area sits 4 people, and the seats can be put down to make a bed, and underneath the seats are 2 really handy cupboards which you can put shoes in. And above the dining area is a storage area with 3 lockers to put bits and bobs in. As you'll see from the dining area, there's a lot of floor space in front of it, and that's because it's actually a push-out area. What happens when you park up is that you push this floor area out, and the side of the campervan extends to give you extra room, and when you want to drive off in the daytime you bring it in. I'm going to show you how that works now. So that's what it would look like during the day when you're driving around, and then you extend it fully out in the evening. As I said, the dining area seats 4 people, but it also doubles up as seating for 4 people when you're travelling along the road, and it has some seat belts on the seats. In addition, over here is a easy chair which can be used in the evenings, and it does swivel, and it's also got a safety buckle on it which can be used for passengers travelling in the back. We haven't used that, we've stuck to the 2 seats in the front cab area. You're seeing a control panel here which is on the wall of the bathroom, and this gives you readings of what the various things in the campervan are currently doing. This one here is the battery button, and that shows 13.5. The campervan has 2 batteries which can be used when you're not hooked up to the electricity. Fresh water is at 97%, and you can use the fresh water tank. You can fill it up when you're at a campsite, and if there isn't water available you can use that for showers and cooking and using the loo. The grey water tank, the 3rd button along, that's the water that comes out of the sinks and the shower, and also the sink in the kitchen. And the black one is the loo, and when we get outside we'll explain what you need to do to empty that. The last button is the LPG, that's the gas, and that runs the cooker and the hob and also the heating. The campervan is fully fitted with ducted air conditioning in both the cab and the campervan part, and also has a furnace which heats up the bedroom, the living area and the bathroom, and that can be turned on from a control panel in the bedroom. This is the kitchen. You've got a double sink with hot and cold running water, cupboards and drawers, top and bottom, and then to the right you've got a microwave, a cooker hood, a hob and also an oven which we haven't used, and to the right of that you've got a large fridge freezer, which I would say is probably as big as one that you'd have in your house, if not a bit bigger. See all the beer in there. And then we've got a privacy screen that goes over the bedroom area to screen that off at night. The bedroom at the back of the camper van's got 2 windows, one on either side. It's got a fully sized double bed, and it's also got wardrobes on either side of the bed, and also some really handy lockers over the bed, and also the control panel for the heating. We're now in the bathroom, and there's a full-size shower cubicle in there with a skylight above the actual shower, and there's also an additional skylight above the toilet. The toilet is marketed as a porcelain toilet. It's a proper loo, and it has a pedal flush underneath which you have to press. Above that is a really handy medicine cabinet, and then round to the right is a sink unit with some storage shelves and a cupboard underneath, and the sink has hot and cold running water. We're going to go outside and have a look around. We're now outside the motorhome, and as you can see the cab, the over cab sleeping area, and also the back of the motorhome. As you can see, some advertising here, cannydream.com, that's who we've rented it from. There's some quite large mirrors on the side of the cab. They've been really useful to be able to see what's behind you. It's quite easy to drive, and the roads are really made for these RVs, so we haven't had too many problems. As you can see, as we pan down, what we've done now is put the side of the motorhome in to show you what it looks like when we're driving along. And now the yucky bit. This is the sewer outlet connection, and this is what you would hook up to a sewer either next to the camper van if it was available, or at a special dump station on the campground. And there are 2 tanks, one for grey waste, which is this one, and one for black waste, and you attach a hose to this and then pull them out to empty it. And just above this is a sewer flush for if the tanks need to be cleaned out, but we haven't done that. And there are 2 small storage areas underneath this area, which you could store various bits and bobs, garden chairs, etc. in. Now you can see the gas tank. It takes about $175 to fill up, and then to the right of that you've got a city water connection, and this is the hose that you hook up for water when you've got it available. And in here is where the sewer pipe is kept, and then to this side, this is where the electricity cables are kept, and at the moment these are hooked up to the mains, and we're on a 30 amp here, but we've been on 15 amp elsewhere. And then here we have a storage area which has been big enough, it goes right across the back of the camper van, it's been big enough for both of our big suitcases. And up here is where you would fill the water up, so that your water tank was full. If you didn't have water available, you've got water for showering and cookery. And the back of the camper van now, and if you can imagine, this is the back, the bedroom area, and this is the back of the camper van. The sound of the big highway going past. On this side you've got another entrance into the storage area, and then along here are various things to do with the propane gas that fires up the fridge and the cooking and the hot water. And here is an extractor for the cooker, and bits and bobs to do with the fridge. And then to the right of that, you're back at the door. There's also a step down here which you push in and out. When you want to drive off, you push it in.